Okay, cool. Say, Caramel. Yeah. All right, y'all at home, let's get ready to go, because it's time to start the Sisaundra Show! Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes! Everybody make some noise! Yes, hello and welcome to the Sisaundra Show. All of our TSS tribe, we need y'all to stand up and make some noise. Y'all join us in celebrating Nigeria's 64th Independence Day.
Yeah.
The rich culture of Nigeria continues to have an everlasting impact on the world. And today, we celebrate each and every one of you. Y'all make some noise for Nigeria! Woo! Thank you very much. Now y'all can be seated in the TSS house.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now. So now today's show is going to get real deep because, Lord have mercy, the tea is teeing. So whatever time your clock says, ignore it because it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I see what you did.
You see it? Woo! Woo! Yes! So, listen, thank you all so much again for joining us. We have a very special guest. Y'all know that we cannot do this segment without the one and only Carla Jones! Woo! Come on, go Carla! It's beautiful! Yes! You look good!
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So good to
Y'all
see
gotta
you.
give it up for Carla!
Thank you.
Listen, it's great to see you.
Thank you.
Not only do you look good, y'all, she always smells
I be amazing.
You smell so good, girl.
Thank
so
you.
listen, there's a lot going on we need to talk about that's in the news.
Okay.
And unfortunately, a household name, y'all, for the culture. We must say rest in peace to John Amos. Yes. Oh, we're so lucky we had him. Our hearts are heavy as we bid farewell to the legendary John Amos, best known for his iconic roles as James Evans on Good Times and older Kunta Kinte in Roots. Y'all, this Emmy-nominated actor left us at 84 years old, and his son confirmed that he passed away peacefully on August 21st. Kelly Christopher Amos shared how his father had a heart of gold and was loved by many fans who saw him as their TV dad. Y'all, his legacy will forever shine in Hollywood, and we're sending our thoughts and prayers to the Amos family. Y'all know what? This is the song. Hey, come on. Y'all know this song? Take it away if we can. Temporary thing.
There you go. Good time.
Easy credit ripple.
Good time.
Rocking and surviving.
Good time.
The diving.
Good time.
Hey,
Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Good time. Sing it like you want to sing it.
Since you sang my part,
when I tell you.
I wanted to do that part, but you sang my part.
That was your part. Listen, whoever
funny.
sang that song,
But
they
sang
had
it.
some range,
Yes, they
y'all.
did.
They could sing.
They sure
Woo.
could.
So, y'all, this is unfortunate.
Okay.
Iran has got smoke for Israel. And child, we don't want that smoke.
No, we don't.
We don't want that smoke. So Iran just launched a major missile attack on Israel, saying it was revenge for the killing of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah.
Oh, wow.
They shot off around 180 missiles.
180?
180. And while Israel's military intercepted quite a few, some still managed to land. This situation is escalating quickly, and everyone's keeping a close eye on how it plays out. With tensions at an all-time high, we really need cooler heads to step in before things get completely out of hand. Carla.
I don't want to bring in my religious beliefs, but when you start talking about Israel, from what I understand, that is God's hometown, right? If we could just sum it up a little bit. And so even though we don't like to read Revelations, doesn't mean that the things in Revelations aren't coming to pass. So I think we just need to kind of just really stay prayed up, actually do what we're supposed to be doing, be where we need to be, because life is doing, I hate to say it, the way it's supposed. My granddad used to say, there's some things that have to happen in the land.
True.
So I think we just need to be prayed up, and we just extra prayed up. That's how I want to. That's a very sensitive, topic.
It is. So we're praying for everyone, and then we're gonna move on, cause y'all, we are praying for this situation too. R. Kelly's daughter,
Robert,
has opened up. In a new documentary dropping on October 11th, R. Kelly's family spills some serious tea about the impact of his alleged crimes. His daughter, Joanne, gets emotional about the pain he's caused, and his ex-wife, Drea, can't believe he'd hurt their kids after what he did to her. So Joanne says she won't even let her son visit his grandfather in prison. Y'all check this out.
So R. Kelly's daughter, Buku Abi, whose real name is Joanne Kelly, she spoke out in support of her father's accusers in a lengthy Instagram post. So she claims to be devastated.
And today R. Kelly was sentenced to prison for his many crimes against underage girls.
Nobody wants to be the child of the father that is out here hurting women and children.
Everywhere we go, everything we do, it's always gonna have some type of like double meaning under it, or someone's gonna read between lines that aren't there.
He knows exactly why we can't have the relationship that we would have liked to have with him.
Just because you're not a good husband doesn't mean you can't be a good father, and the fact that he didn't even try.
What in the world is going on?
Hey.
The daughter.
You got to be careful of the seeds that you sow in this world.
My God.
And I think that's the biggest thing with these moguls and these celebrities. Your fathers first, you know? And so I think it's absolutely sad.
It is.
Because the kids have a right to feel the way they want to feel.
Yes.
That's her right to say she doesn't want to take her child to jail to go see her the granddaddy who's been, you know, convicted of all these horrible things. And it just sucks for everybody because nobody wins. Nobody wins. Everybody loses. Everybody is hurt, and it's generations of generations.
I was going to say generation after generation. It's that generational curse that has been started. You know, a lot of people. I was reading on social media, and this is not my opinion. This is social media. Someone says, if he did so much to you, and you have so many problems with him, why are you still bearing his name? Why do you still use his name to get around and move about?
That's a very good question. I think that daughter, though, actually changed her name. I think we only know her real name for the documentary.
Really?
But I think that's really tough because it's still where I come from. That's my mama's name.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's
that's
true.
my mama's last name. I still identify with her. I think that's a real tricky
It's a
conversation
hard one,
right there.
I agree with you.
That's tough.
So y'all, Hurricane Helene's aftermath. The devastation from Hurricane Helene is real. At least 128 lives have been lost across 6 states, and many more are missing. Roads are closed, supplies are scarce, and over 2 million folks are still without power. President Biden is set to visit the affected areas, and both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have shared their condolences. The storm may not be done yet either, with a new one brewing in the Caribbean. Y'all, let's keep our eyes peeled and help those in need. have you?
Say it again. Help those in need. When
need.
these type of things happen, it just always, it throws me off how we become so inhumane. The way we fight over the water,
Correct.
the way we take more than what we need, as if there's
Survival.
nobody else, that may need that as well. So I think that's the key word. Like, let's help somebody else. Let's whatever you can possibly do,
Yes.
because it's bad. Like my friend, literally, she was in her apartment and she said, "I'm just floating in the water."
Are you serious?
And I'm like,
I'm so
how do we
sorry.
get you out of there? You know what I mean? So it's really
Yes.
bad all over the place.
And if you all haven't seen the video from Asheville, North Carolina, they are completely underwater. They say they're in a like a dead zone because the bridges have collapsed. There's no internet, there's no TV, there's no access to be able to get to them. It is just absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
So if there's something that you can do, please do it. Help those that are in need. All right, so let's move on to this next story, y'all. Bootsy's back at it.
I like Boosie though.
Boots, did you see the last thing he did though?
He does a lot.
Boosie
Sure
is
did.
catching-
He does a
he
lot.
is doing a lot.
He's a
He
lot.
is doing the most. He is
is.
catching heat right now from his own daughter. What is going on with the daughters of these celebrities? So her name is
Just
Poison
read on. Just read on.
Ivy.
You'll see.
Poison Ivy is spilling so much tea about her sexuality in interviews. It's just like overwhelming. She's calling him out for some hurtful comments. After the backlash, Boosie posted sweet throwbacks to show he loves his kids,
Right.
saying he never meant to hurt her. But come on, Boosie. It's time to think. My mama used to tell me this all the time because I used to have this same problem. She'd just be like, Sandra, now you need to think before you speak.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't think before you speak, you can say some things that you regret.
Absolutely.
So love is there, but words matter.
Words matter, and I don't want to read too much into this because, again, I am a Bootsy fan, so I don't want to be, you get what I'm saying, biased. But I wonder what he actually said and then what she took away from the conversation. That's another thing I'm learning, too. Kids kind of hear what they want to hear.
Well, he's very old school.
He is
We're
very-
gonna have to go to commercial, but I'm gonna tell you what he said. She has a girlfriend.
And he, like,
he
don't come
said,
around her.
Don't bring the girl over to the house. I don't want you contaminating your siblings. Now, that might have been a little bit too much. I don't even know if my daddy, Bishop Lewis, would have
Would've
said
used those
something
words.
like
Contaminated,
that.
that's
You're
a bit much.
contaminated.
Yeah.
But listen, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. We have an amazing guest in the house. Talitha Dorset is with us. She'll be with us when we come back. Don't y'all go nowhere for the culture. Come on. show. Y'all, them boys over there bad for the culture. When I tell you, listen, today we have another incredible guest who's not just a mobile notary, but also a wedding officiant, navigating the fascinating world of legal documents and love stories. With a unique blend of experiences and a knack for turning everyday moments into memorable ones, she's here to share her journey, some hilarious stories, and what it truly means to connect with people during pivotal moments in their lives. Y'all welcome out to the Lavender Couch, my homegirl, Talitha Dorsett! Looking fabulous. You got the memo.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're so
Thank
welcome. You're so welcome. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm great.
Good.
Blessed.
You are blessed and highly favored.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey.
Indeed,
Yes, ma'am.
indeed. So can you tell us what sparked the idea for your mobile notary business?
Well, to be quite honest, back in 2017, well, long before that, I said when I turned 50, I didn't want to work for anyone else.
I feel
So in
you on that.
2017, I turned 50. And prior to that, my very, very close friend who's in the audience, Erica, had told me about becoming a notary because she has a friend in Jersey that was a loan signing agent. So I said,
Jersey.
you know what? Let me go ahead and get it. Let me go ahead and get my notary license. Fast forward to June of 2018, I got tired of the workforce and I left my job on June 18th, 2018, said I was going to come back on Monday, and I've never returned.
Are you serious? I love it. That takes faith. That
Yes.
takes courage,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Come on, that's bold. So what's the craziest or most memorable situation you found yourself in during a signing?
You know, there's nothing really crazy, at least for me, has ever really happened. But the best thing that I've had, I've had the opportunity to close for a Tampa Bay Bucks player. This was a couple of years ago, so I closed, and he was very young. I forgot his name, but normally I'm good with names like that. You know, I'm getting old. But,
Not old. We ain't saying old. We get
older.
maturer.
Right. Seasoned.
Yeah, seasoned.
Right,
I
right.
like that.
Yes.
50 and fabulous.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's talk about a typical day in your life. What's the most unexpected thing that happened to you while out on the job? Besides, I know you got to do Tampa Bay Bucks player. Anything else that you've encountered, you were like, wow, I'm so glad I did this. My life is just like amazing.
Well, I won't say, well, I will tell you about one of the very first closings that I had. I always tell folks whenever I call them, hey, do you have any pets? If you've got cats
Yes.
or large pets, please put them away. Well, for one reason, this was back in 2017, 18, I remember this, Ranger. Ranger was this big, nasty cat that just kept climbing over the table. Exactly. Kept climbing over the table. And I kept looking at the owner like, can you please put your cat away?
Yes.
Finally put that nasty cat away. So that's basically everything I always ask. Please make sure you put your cats and
Right.
big dogs away.
No, I feel you. It's like, come on now. The love you have for them, I just may not
Right.
have that same
Exactly.
love.
Exactly.
So how do you keep your clients calm and relaxed, especially when they're dealing with important legal documents? Are there any stories that you can share with us?
Well, yeah, a lot of times what happens, especially if I'm doing a closing or a signing, you know, people are looking at their numbers. Well, the loan officer told me this, and when I'm looking at the documents, well, this is not what they told me. Listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this phone call, and my voice is always calm. Because I command the room whenever I walk in. So that
Say
they
it
know
again.
who the boss
Yes,
is. So
yes.
I always make sure I command the room.
Yes.
So we're gonna make this phone call, and if we can't make this phone call, you know you got several days to cancel. If you don't want it, you could always cancel it, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to get paid.
What? Did you hear that? Now that sounds like what some of us would say from Polk County. Like, child, please, we still gonna get paid.
Right,
But
right.
it is true. If we don't get that signature from you and that stamp, nothing moves.
Nothing moves
So
at
you
all.
got to be nice to the notary.
Yes.
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 Oh my goodness. And you've been doing this for what, 6-7 years now?
I've actually been doing it since 2016, full time,
2016.
since 2018.
8 years. So you beat the pandemic when everybody
did.
was changing careers, deciding their entrepreneurial path.
Yes.
You had already started yours. Did it grow for you during the pandemic?
It did.
Really?
It actually did grow for me during the pandemic. But now, since the pandemic is over, it's kind of leveled off. But now that interest rates are kind of going down,
People are buying
it's starting
again.
to go back up. Yeah.
Aha. So that's another sign. I hear the interest rates are going to continue to go down.
Yes.
And so you are going to continue to go up.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
What is there something that you would want someone that needs your services to know?
Well, first of all, they need to understand that I am there to help them. I'm also there to make sure that whatever they are doing is legal and no one is taking advantage of them. So there are certain questions that I do ask them prior to starting signing. So I just understand that I'm the person that you want to see, especially when you're closing, especially when you're selling your home. When you see me, you know that the deal is going to be done.
Wow.
And that's the same thing for a broker or the lender. They know when that notary sits at the table, or the loan signing agent. That's what I act as in that particular setting. Once they see me,
The deal is done.
The deal is done.
Wow.
Yep.
So when the phone call comes in to you, the client can be comfortable knowing that, oh, it's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
I love that. So what's the most outrageous request you've received as a mobile notary?
You know something? I've not received any really crazy
Really? It's a
requests.
pretty
No,
straight ahead business, right?
Well, no. I won't say it straight ahead.
Okay.
No, I won't say that. But I think sometimes when they hear me talk, I think they already know, well, you know, we're not going to play with her. We already know that. We know that she's about business, which is what I am. No matter who it is, if it's someone that I know,
Right.
or a stranger, I'm always about business. And after that business is taken care of, we can talk
Then,
about other things.
yes,
Yep.
I feel you on that.
Yep.
But I'm sure people feel very comfortable and confident knowing that you do handle the business. You are going to look at every single line and make sure it goes right. I mean, who wouldn't want that when you're signing such major documents?
Correct.
So how do you keep things interesting in your work? Do you have any little rituals or habits that keep you motivated during long days?
You know what keeps me motivated?
What keeps you motivated?
Knowing I'm going to get paid.
That's
That's what
I
keeps
knew
me
that was coming.
motivated. That I'm going to get paid. And
Wow.
the fact that I own my own time. No one else owns my time. No one else, I don't have to ask anyone, can I take some time off? I don't have to say to someone, hey, I'm going to be late. I own my time.
Come on. And how long were you in the job? That part, we love that answer. How long were you in the job market before you became an entrepreneur?
So I'm 56.
Stop it, girl. Not doing the math. Do the math, Talita.
I've been in the job market. Well, I'm anIr Force veteran. So
I was
I've
going to say,
been-
I
yeah.
thought you were in the military
Yes.
too. Thank you for your
Yes,
service.
You're welcome. So I've been in the job market since 1980.
Right after high school.
I was in the job market before high school because
Oh
Disney. I
my
was working at
God.
Disney. So yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I've been in for a long time.
My goodness. And in the military, what did you do in the Air Force?
finance.
Finance.
Yes.
So it was it made sense for you to kind of maneuver over into what you're doing now.
Yeah.
It's a direct connection. So if you could officiate, you also officiate weddings. I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am.
When did you start doing this?
I started officiating, I think, in 2020.
And what made you want to do this?
Well, the officiating, as a Florida notary, you are able to be an officiant. There are several other states, so that's just another step in
That
my
makes
business.
sense.
So, yeah.
So you do the ceremony?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me how it goes. Do you do Dearly Beloved?
There's someone in the audience. There is someone in the audience, my baby. I actually married her and her husband last year.
Are you
Yes,
serious? That's
yes, I
amazing.
did. So with me, I have packages. So when I talk to them, not just them, but when I talk to couples, I ask them certain questions like, do you want me to write your vows? Do you want to write your own vows? Do you want standard vows? What is it about him or her that you like? What drew you to each other? What's funny about him or her? So I try to incorporate
That's amazing.
everything that I get from them into the vows.
Is it a little bit of counseling? Is that
Oh,
normal?
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
She's like,
We're not counseling. No, ma'am.
well, what do you like about it? Is it normal for you to write or people to write someone else's vows?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. You're teaching us a lot today.
Yeah, it is.
Did y'all know that?
No.
See, you're just a whole well of information. So how do you do that? You find out what they love about each other, and then you incorporate it into.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So I'll kind of incorporate what your standard vows is and try to incorporate what I've learned about them into those vows.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing, Talita. I'm so proud of you. So if you could speak to the younger you, Talitha, what would you say to her?
Do things earlier.
Ooh.
Don't wait. I don't have no problem saying how old I am. I'm 56 years old. I'll be 57 in December.
You look fabulous.
Thank you.
Come
you very
on,
much.
y'all. You look
But I wish I would not have waited so long to jump on this journey. So it seems like, do I have a lot? I know I have more time behind me than I do ahead of me.
Yes.
But I just want to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Yes.
And make sure I try to leave a legacy of some sort for not only my 2 kids, but also my 3 grandsons.
That's the key word, legacy. And you are doing that.
Try my best.
They have a lot to be proud of when
Try
I
my
tell
best.
you. So before we go, I want you to tell anyone who might be aspiring to do what you do, what would you say to them? How could they get into the business of notarizing
Well,
documents?
first of all, I would ask them, what's your why? Why are you doing it? Don't do it because you see me or someone else do it. Because I know a lot of people get into the business because of what they see on social media, because we know social media is not the truth always.
Right.
But know your why, and just go to your state website that will actually show you how to get your license. I actually also offer mentoring program,
Oh, wonderful.
mentorship as
That's
well.
good to know. Now, what if they say they just want to be like you and make all that money?
Oh no, they can't be like me. It's only me.
It's only one you.
That's it, that's
well,
it.
Talitha, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to sit here and catch up with you and learn about what you're doing. Everyone can find you on social media.
Yes.
Indeed. Y'all check her out on social media. To our viewers, thank y'all so much. We love you. We love you. We love you. Until next time, we'll see you right back here tomorrow. We're the culture.
You know we ready right here. All right, everybody at home, come on, let's just scan that QR